Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week as we continue the Void Saga. Oh man, 80 episodes into this 6th season. I haven't looked to see what our longest season was. Probably the one that went, 150 episodes or something. But we're back again this week, and we are in the Bumble Hearth. So Rodrigo, please let's pick up from there.
Last time
on Critical Hit.
What did happen last time on Critical Hit?
We drank a mead.
Well, most of us drank mead.
We made it to our location, and we went to actually, we didn't. We went to another island, right? And we went in through some stone circles or harmony circles or whatever they're called.
Singing stones.
Well, we pretty much pulled up to the 100 hectare armory and thought maybe not.
Yeah.
Got a coded message in Dwarven Morse.
Yes. And so we followed those coordinates, found some singing stones, did a bit of singing.
Yep.
And met some folks, some familiar faces.
And I have something about General Jinby and Pharaoh Fort. Those are the other two notes that I have in my...
Yeah, we were told that the capital is currently impregnable, but we might be able to get enough force to help take it if we reunite with this other group of rebel dwarves. So we're going to go through some underground tunnels and try to do that.
Yeah.
That does sound right. Anything else? Why do you need to reunite with a force of other renegade dwarves?
Well, we need to get into the capital so that we could deal with the pillar there.
Well, what's wrong with the capital?
It's under lockdown from GIF.
It's overrun by GIF.
Oh, no, not
and
just
specters, mostly specters by agents of the Raven Queen that poured out of the poor heads of Barrack and...
Barrett and Otto.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that sounds right. I remember now.
There's wraiths or writhes. We're not sure.
Real nasty ghosts all over the place.
Terrible.
And this place is like super ghost warded, but not all the island is.
All right. And anything else?
We made 7 Owls Wise do his laundry.
Yes, right.
and
take a bath. Dolan shoved a drunken, naked 7 Owls Wise into a bathtub.
Okay. Well, that guy's clean now.
Thank goodness.
We'll say that the next morning, giant question mark.
It's underground and it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's the light here doesn't really seem to change. So it's very hard to tell. But you all feel relatively rested, so you probably did get enough sleep. They will gather you guys up, hand you some maps, refill your supplies, and basically point you in the direction that you're supposed to go. You don't, if you guys have any questions or whatever, you can find someone to talk to, but they get you all ready to go.
Now we're going to go through these tunnels. Is there anything we should be aware of in these tunnels? Or have you laid traps to prevent people coming in? Are there roaming specters going around? What can you tell us about this path that we're taking?
Otto will point at it or point on the map. We haven't laid any traps because our traps are useless on ghosts. Because mostly they just kill you and maim you, and those guys are very resistant against that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you should assume that there are squadrons of ghosts, these wraiths, and potentially even elite Shadarkai units moving through these tunnels. And you will likely have to avoid those. There are a couple of cities in the that you're going to have to move through. We have scouted a lot of them, and we believe that they have long since fallen to those troops. So since their MO is pretty clear, we don't expect for anyone to be alive there.
Is there anything we can provide or give to the other dwarves to make it clear that we're with you, as opposed to, I don't know, agents of the Huntress?
I guess I hadn't thought about that, but there might be. We figure they'd believe you because the strength of the Huntress' troops is that they're very homogeneous in that sense. They don't really employ any humans or anything like that. Although I believe there used to be at least some living creatures in Endgate. I don't know what else happened with that. I don't know. What do you want to take? Like a small barrel of mead?
Yes.
Sure, like a little pony keg.
Yeah.
And one pony.
You get.
I'll give it to Sakar. So that's seven. Don't drink it on the way.
No promises.
We can load you up. We can load all of you up anyway if you want. But yeah, he gives you basically a 2 liter of mead to show those guys.
Nice.
Sakar has 1 2-liter of mead. 1 or 2 liters of mead.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
I think we're good.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality. Hopefully we'll return soon with good news.
Do you have any portable wards that will keep these specters and ghosts away?
We do not. If we did, we probably wouldn't be in as dire straits as we are.
Okay.
If any of you have any knowledge of ghosts or wards, we'd certainly be willing to chat with you guys about it, but I think we're pretty good here. The problem is it takes a certain amount of resources to keep the wards up, so we can't really expand them past just a few, just a segment of the tunnel leading out of the city.
Fair enough.
Understood.
Do any of us know anything about wards?
I know how to
you might.
deactivate wards.
Yeah. Basically, yes. If you have thievery, then you can, in fact, deactivate wards, or possibly damage them so that they do something else. If you have Arcana or Religion, you might be able to identify wards and possibly also wreck them. But largely, wards are going to be handled by actual ritual casting. So aside from these wards can be maintained by just people that have enough knowledge of Arcana or Religion, depending on the type of ward. But in general, if you want to, you actually have to do a magic circle against ghosts kind of thing. So you can tap on that jewel and yell at Orem and ask him if he knows anything about ghosts, but he doesn't. Well, he does, but he can't answer.
Sad. I still think that's a bad idea.
Perhaps, but it's an idea.
A bad one.
I think we should move on.
Agreed.
Let's not break anything today. Unless it's bad guys.
Except the heads of our enemies. Am I right, Albrecht?
You are right.
Well, probably avoid any fights if we can, but you know how that goes.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Terribly.
Generally.
All right, so
At least in
What's
this
the plan?
case, most of our enemies are probably be already dead. So, I feel less bad. I think the plan is follow the dwarves' directions.
okay. Like I said, you guys have pretty good maps for once, so you do have some choices about which direction to go at any given point. When you get to a fork in a tunnel, presumably you will have that information, unless something's collapsed or whatever.
I'll probably start, trying to scout ahead a bit when we get to those kind of forks to not go too far, but watch out to find out if we're, taking anyone through looking for traps or things like that, or, signs of major Shatterkai or ghost activity or whatever.
Okay. All right. So you guys are taking off?
Yes,
I think
we
so.
are fully armed and fully supplied, yes.
Okay. So, obviously, you guys can talk to Otto, and you guys can talk to the to Barrett and the resistance leader, but they don't make a big deal about you guys leaving, probably because they don't want people to get their hopes up. But obviously, you can sense a real appreciation from those guys as they send you off to immense danger. So you guys head down the tunnel. This tunnel is meant to be able to probably carry or support like a cart going both ways. So it definitely starts out very wide and is like heavily vaulted and supported. You guys travel down a ways and then basically notice a clear line where the warding stops because the sigils just kind of abruptly end about maybe 100 feet down the tunnel.
Is there any indication of activity of something on this side of the sigils? Is it like there's a line and on the other side of the line is swarming with evil?
No, the other side is not obviously swarming with evil, but you can give me a perception check if you want to.
I kind of do.
Want to make sure.
I definitely feel like that's a thing that I would like to do.
That doesn't seem terrible.
Did we bring ourselves a certain fetter?
No, we explicitly didn't bring it because we left it on the boat, because if it ever fell into the hands of any other agents of the Huntress, it would be a huge problem.
Yep. We were worried about 39 for a perception check.
All right. 39 is pretty good. Don't you get to roll perception twice, though?
I do. Would you like me to try it again?
I mean, 39 is good enough, so that's fine.
That time
just
I
do the
one, so.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, you can do the R2 D20K1 formula when you use perception, but yeah, with 39 you can see that there does not, in fact, appear to be any swirling evil, or as far as you can tell, any skulking evil up ahead.
Nothing skulking, nothing swirling.
And just for my own health, is Seven Owls the only person who doesn't have low light vision?
Well,
think
as
so.
a human, I will not. So,
Where
I
is
have
it on the character
low
sheet?
light with the option for dark.
There it is.
The top right. Yeah.
Yep, I have it.
Yeah, me too.
And Little Sparkle has it?
Yep.
I mean, you have to have some amount of light anyway, but
Yeah.
it just means that Seven Owls might be at a disadvantage on particular situations, whereas the rest of you, we'll call the rest of you the norm.
Roll
We
this.
call you normies.
Yes. So you guys cross through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys cross and travel down the tunnel for a while, and the tunnel splits. But if you guys consult the map, it's pretty clear that both of these, both tines of this fork go to roughly the same place. They'll just land you in different places in the next city over.
So really no difference.
No major difference. Like one of them is like one of them is kind of like the bypass. It'll take you, basically you guys will skirt the north of the city, whereas the other one is going to take you downtown.
I would say the skirting was probably the best way.
Most likely. Because the party we're trying to reach isn't in that next city, are they?
No.
No, then we probably just want to skirt.
So you guys take the north corridor and continue traveling for a while. It's, dark, cold, kind of unnervingly quiet except for your footsteps. Depending on who you are, you might find that somewhat tense, or presumably if you're Albrecht, this is like the best you've felt so far in this entire adventure.
Smell that fresh air.
It is the opposite
Good
of
old
fresh.
musty air.
Smell that 300-year-old air that hasn't moved. So again, it's quiet and calm until you guys arrive, and you can tell because the tunnel had kind of shrunk a little bit but starts to widen again. You guys arrive in the next city over. There are basically, this tunnel opens up into a small vault, and there are sort of these balconies that were probably occupied either by vendors or some sort of watch, but they appear to be completely abandoned. Things here look things look abandoned, but they look like they've been abandoned recently. For example, there are like wooden ladders going between balconies and things like that, and every once in a while you might like actually see like a metal cup or something just like kind of hanging out, like somebody left it there in a hurry.
That's unnerving.
Hopefully, many of these people got to safety in time.
Probably best not to dwell on it right now.
Indeed.
Dallin says, as you all, probably except for Seven Owls, spot your first corpse. It is in fact a probably what used to be a big burly dwarf with a spear, pinning it to the ground. Hasn't been dead for very long. Still has some amount of skin and hair. Definitely lots of hair coming out of it, but clearly dead. The spear is long, and those of you that care about weaponry can tell that it's very well made.
Well, this isn't good, considering probably everyone who died winds up being added to the enemy of our army, of our armies of our enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it a dwarven weapon?
Well, definitely Albert can answer that. It's not, but when you get a look at it, it's like it's too long to be a dwarven weapon. You'd have to be, at least 5'5" to and have human proportions to use a spear that long.
Nope.
Must have been some agent of the Raven Queen. Or the Obsidian Huntress.
You guys continue to travel for a bit and basically get into the city proper. Again, you're just kind of following this corridor, but it just opens up into city streets. And pretty soon you see a lot more corpses that have just been left around. Lots of dwarves wearing armor, mostly killed by these spears. Every once in a while, you do spot some spears that are just kind of lying around. They all appear to have the exact same make. They're very long spears made of a black wood with these long, sharp obsidian tips. And every once in a while, you spot like a helmet, like a metal helmet that is too narrow to be like a dwarf helmet, and actually kind of comes to a point a little bit. And it has an obsidian, like a little chunk of obsidian, like a little shard, right at the forehead.
Well, I think this is pretty clear who made these, or who these were serving. If it wasn't going to be extremely obvious that we weren't Shatterkai, I would say just maybe how much of the helmets how much do they conceal your face?
Pretty much not at all.
Okay.
They're like, they just cover like your forehead and the sides of your head.
I'd suggest trying to disguise ourselves, but I think that's probably a fool's errand.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna fly.
Brian, you want to give me a history check?
All right. Not one of my best, but not one of my worst. 35.
That's pretty good. Albrecht also knows that these are probably like rank and file ghost things. Shatterkai are like fancy elite troops. They wouldn't wear helmets like this. Most of the time, they don't even wear helmets.
I see. I think these are just rank and file. I don't think these are were Shatterkai necessarily, although Shatterkai would probably been more the ranking officials.
Fair enough. Still, even less of a way for us to blend in with us being alive.
And there's no sort of like anything indicating that these would be the lost constituents we're looking for, is it?
I mean, no, because they're not in the city that those guys are supposed to be. Like, it just looks like these guys lived here and were trying to defend their city and got killed.
So mostly civilian. It's probably not. Much of a military.
There's soldiers here. Most of the guys you see here are soldiers, which is probably because you're towards the edge of the city. If you venture into the city, it's likely that you'll start running into a lot more civilians.
I don't think we really want to surround ourselves with that as much as we can avoid it.
The city is built of black stone, and there's big tall buildings like you've seen before. And as you get out of this sort of immediate vault onto the city proper, you start to spot these strange constructions that are kind of these slatted kind of pyramid type, I guess, buildings, fences, sort of. They're really big, like the size of like a house or bigger. And again, they're just kind of these like big stone kind of inclined pillars that seem to form these like slatted walls, go all the way around. And then you can see a couple of them from the direction that you're coming. You can see the doors, which are like these big iron doors that are built into them. These appear to be part of the city, not something that that they built or that the enemy would have built or something.
I'll approach the gates and see if I can find a way to, I don't know, get in without making a huge racket.
Yeah, you can. I mean, these things are like the slats are big enough that you certainly can walk through them. You can squeeze through without any problems.
Do I think Albrecht will be able to?
He'd have a lot more trouble. And anyway, there's no real reason to get into these. Like, they're not really blocking your way or anything.
Okay.
They're just, they look like weird pens.
Can I tell what used to be like held in them? Or are they for like livestock?
Yeah, livestock is a good guess. Certainly, if it was for livestock, it would be for very large livestock. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't. The weird part about him is that inward incline.
Do you know what might have been held in here? Looks like maybe some kind of animal, but it would have to be pretty big.
Wait, you're saying inward incline? Like,
yeah. So again, think of like a pyramid.
Yeah. If that's a gate sloping away from the outside, it means they're trying to keep something in?
Maybe. So this isn't anything I'd be familiar with?
You can be if you want.
Okay. Do I?
So these are really big, like way bigger than you would expect them. But these are goat pens.
Goat pens. Okay. Yeah.
So to keep them from jumping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or climbing out, because goats can just climb up anything.
Yeah, I could tell you. Yeah. They're goat pens.
I mean, they're in disrepair. They probably also would have some sort of wire or something going around it, but yeah, that's probably what they are.
Yeah. Livestock, meat, milk,
Fair enough.
fur, hide.
Keep proceeding then, I think.
Okay.
Watch for giant goats.
All right.
Watch for undead goats.
Watch for giant undead goats.
Oh no.
Yeah, you do not spot either of those. But you do hear noises coming from deeper in the city.
Oh.
Any specific type of noises or just noises?
I mean, it sounds like soldiers.
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
Which
yeah,
soldiers?
They're not.
Though?
They're not near you, but there does appear to be enough of them that you can hear them all the way down the street.
Yeah, let's not be.
You hear like stuff clinking together and people moving and things like that.
We can find maybe a place to hide. We can see who they be, but I think we better just get out of here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We move.
Yes.
Okay. You guys continue to move. This path sort of abruptly ends at a building, which is probably some sort of depot. It's pretty clear that like the pathway continues through the building so that people could like drop stuff off and then be on their way, but the building is shuttered. So you guys kind of have to go around it.
Let's proceed around.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move around it, Albrecht spots something. It looks like a puddle at first, but then begins to sort of bubble upwards and very quickly kind of glops up and takes on a sort of humanoid form to where there's this kind of weird black, deep, like indigo, purplish, translucent liquid humanoid thing.
Ugh.
I'll try to smash it with my hammer and yell, "Everybody run!"
Okay. When you go to smash it with your hammer, something moves inside it, and it looks like basically, if you think of it like being like a film with like goop inside, it looks like a human skull pushing up against the film and screaming the most ungodly screech in the universe.
Cool.
Let's roll initiative.
Yes.
7 owls wise.
Make sure I get the right one. 37.
Albrecht.
33.
Dalin.
29, since apparently we have a +2.
Anyone I can see
Sakar.
hear me.
34.
And Little Sparkle.
Also 29.
Wow, that is very low for you.
Yeah, I rolled
That
a
is-
5 and a 6.
I think this may be the first time I've ever had better initiative than Sparkle.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed about it too.
As anybody. Oh, that's just hurtful.
So there is that thing is like a creepy, goopy ghost monster, and 4 others will appear around you after that one screeches. The blue stuff are buildings, and you should assume that they go all the way to the ceiling, or pretty close to it. These squares are pillars, so same deal. They're basically completely blocking terrain. So at the top of the round, 7 owls wise.
Oath of Enmity on Slime 1. So then I'm going to, because I don't want to get next to this thing. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of creepy. But so I'm going to use my Astral Blades of Death. So you see my hands start spinning in the air. It starts to create a glow in the darkness that you can see, and I lash out at this thing, Slime 1. From a distance, this is a ranged 10.
Okay.
And I do a 41 versus reflex.
41 versus reflex will hit.
All right.
Nice.
And my astral blades come out and try to snick, slice.
Snack.
And does 38 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. What type of damage?
This is Divine Implement Radiant. So.
Well, it does not like that.
Good.
And it recoils in pain.
But it's not bloodied yet.
No.
Darn.
That's going to take us to S1.
Hi.
He is, well, I don't know. 7 else wise just nailed it with some radiant damage, and he doesn't like that. So it is going to briefly sink back into the ground and then reappear here. Then it is going to screech and inhumanly screech at 7 owls, who is going to feel a numbing cold of death come over him.
Okay, what kind of an attack is this?
It's not an attack.
Oh, okay.
But what follows is an attack, which is this thing basically taking its gloppy arms, and they'll turn into long razor claws and slash at you. It'll be a 47 versus AC.
That will hit.
Would +8 to your AC help?
+8, no.
Okay. Never mind.
It would be missing it by 1.
It'd make him miss?
No, it would still hit me by 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, then. Yeah, I'll let this happen.
I forgot, because he put that thing on you, so he gets extra damage. 102 necrotic damage.
Yep, I'm bloodied.
Oh, that is a lot.
I don't like these guys.
No.
I'm at 87 hit points.
Does 7 else wise have any resistances?
19, so I get a 19 necrotic. Yep.
Yeah. So you reduce that by 19 points. Okay. Still bloodied?
No.
Well, that's that guy's turn, which is going to take us to Sakar.
Slime 1 is right there in my face, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a step away.
Yeah, he's a step away. He's in 7 owl's face.
Okay. And he just beat Sakar. He beat 7 owls in the head, and he was bloody for a minute, and then he was not bloody, or he was never bloody because that never happened.
He was never bloodied because his holy training has kept him from being damaged by evil powers.
All right. So Sakar is going to step up here and use Inspiring Word on 7 owls wise.
Okay.
And the inspiring word is going to be find your focus.
I hit the guy.
Yes, but you get 5d6 additional. You can spend a healing surge and get 5d6 additional hit points because I inspired you with a word.
All right.
Warden healing is cruel healing.
So if I shift up,
oh yeah, I'm back
there.
up to
you
to
can
full.
Get there. You can get
All right,
there.
So since I have stepped over to take the measure of this creature, I'm gonna smash him in the face. I'm going to use weight of earth because I'm trying to be more circumspect about the whole we're going to get killed, and I used up all my daily powers, and then he's going to kill us again in like 5 minutes. All right, do I currently have any bonuses? No, I'm not flanking.
Doesn't look like anything.
Nope. No. How about a nat 20?
Wow.
Nat 20 will hit.
Yeah, it will. 16 and 31 is 47, plus an additional 18 is 65.
And that's all necrotic?
Okay, the weapon attack makes it necrotic, which I'm sure he probably just soaked half of because he's a jerk. Didn't he?
Yeah, probably not half.
Yeah, half. Because it is not as you feared, but in fact, as Brian feared.
Dang it.
Which is what?
He's intangible.
Okay.
As Sakar's perfect blow to slice through all of its bones and innards hits it in fact doesn't really feel like there's all that much resistance there, and is more of a disruption kind of situation. So it only takes half damage. But it does bloody it.
Great.
Okay, it's bloody, but incorporeal. It's also marked.
Okay.
Because Sakar attacked its face. That was a move. That was a minor. That was an attack. That was a Sakar turn.
Knives are super good against ghosts.
Yeah, so are hammers.
They're made of silver, right?
Sure.
That's werewolves.
Yeah. They're made out of metal.
I'm pretty sure these were werewolves in a previous life before they were killed, so.
This might be overkill.
No kill like an overkill.
But
That's
right. Because an overkill goes over.
Yep.
We could, if I shift up, that allows everyone to shift closer to me, which would then allow everyone to get adjacent to this thing. And then I could have everyone swing on it.
Do that.
Okay.
Do it.
I mean, I'd be burning a daily to do this, so.
I think, why don't you wait for something that's like closer to full health?
I don't know if I'll ever have this kind of opportunity, though.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to try and murder Skin in a minute.
Albrecht is shifting.
I'm going to shift up. And so whenever I shift, everyone else can shift closer to me, the same number of squares.
So you shifted one?
Yep.
Okay.
So we can all shift one.
And, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and burn a daily to do a band of fellows. And so I will make a melee attack. So 41 versus AC. AC, yep.
41 versus AC will hit.
Excellent. All right, so 46 plus 15 plus 2 for each ally adjacent. 2. All right, so 38 damage.
Okay.
Just normal melee damage. And then each ally can make a melee basic attack against the target as a free action.
Let's go clockwise. So, Dalin.
All right. Oh, my melee basic should be the same as most of my longsword attacks, right?
Yep. And you, in fact, have, I believe, the good intelligence attack, so your damage should also be good.
Yep. 30 versus AC?
Nope.
Okay.
Sakar.
All right. Do I have any flanking or any type of bonuses?
I don't think so.
Well, 40 versus AC.
That will miss.
I'm sorry, what?
That's a miss.
Oh, dearie dear.
Don't have any tricky way to bump it up just one more?
Yeah, because 41 is apparently its AC.
No reaction or anything? Nope. Darn.
That's fine.
Does Sakar care if things are bloodied?
You know what? Sakar does care if things are bloodied.
Do you get combat advantage on him?
That's what I'm checking. Did I bloody him?
No.
No,
actually, you did.
He was bloodied before I attacked him, so.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, the question then becomes, when I bloodied him, did my lifeblood power kick in?
It could have if you declared it. What does it do?
I didn't.
I mean, is it activated as a free action, or does it automatically happen?
It is a free action, so I would have had to activate it. Well, I suck. So
you can. Here, let me. I'll let you have it since this is the first time we've done it. Right. So you can have the temporary hit points and the +2 power bonus to attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
So that would give me a +2 to this attack, which would make it a 42, correct?
Correct.
Which means it would hit, correct?
Also, yes.
Excellent.
Awesome, possum.
Yeah.
Don't forget to write down your temporary hit points.
He takes 23 damage plus ongoing 10 save ends. So he is bleeding out. But his save can end that bleeding out.
He's dripping out.
Oozing out.
Yes.
Apparating out, whatever you want to call it. All right. So that was my not at all basic attack. Way too complicated basic attack, probably.
And why is he taking ongoing damage?
Because of the power.
What power?
So, yeah, this is an at-will attack. Or do you have an at-will that... it's a
basic
attack. Do you have a basic that you can use as an at-will?
Whenever you hit an enemy with a basic attack, the enemy also takes ongoing 10 damage, save ends.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. That's like a feat.
That's a feat tied to the lifeblood power. It's the Crimson Death that we discussed earlier. It's the thing. Lifeblood has 3 options that you can take when you hit someone and you either crit or kill them. Because of Crimson Death, I don't choose which one. I get all 3 plus the ongoing 10 damage, and I get the 15 temporary hit points that Rodrigo mentioned earlier. It's a super complicated power, and it's a brand new power that I just brand new got, and that's why, 4 levels ago, brand new power. But yes.
Okay. And Little Sparkle.
I've got a 41 versus ref.
Oh, ref.
41, that'll hit.
Yes.
Nice.
So you have an at-will that you can use as a basic, huh?
No, I just have a feat that allows me to
target ref.
Ref, yep.
Interesting.
That'll be 18 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, the feat Death Blade lets you make basic attacks with light blades, either against either AC or a ref.
And 7 else wise.
42 versus AC.
That'll hit.
And that will do 35 melee damage. Still not dead. Son of a gun.
But he's wounded.
No, that'll kill it.
Oh, how good. I'm glad I didn't waste it. Well, it wouldn't have been a waste,
but you don't usually get to see all 5 of us leap into action at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. So Albrecht basically just smashes this thing just right in the head and just like squishes its head into its body, and then you all just like jump it and stab until it pops.
Oh, great.
And
that does not sound great.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's just that all of the released energies are absorbed by the other ones.
Oh,
no. Maybe we should run now. Albrecht will reiterate.
By absorbed, you mean...
They've powered up.
Okay, that's not so bad.
So yes, focus fire.
Yes, but that's going to keep happening until the very last one is like all powerful.
I mean, is there any reason we have to fight this through? Just
that they'll keep chasing us and they're ghosts?
Yeah, well.
So, no, there isn't. But I'll point this out. You have to make it out of this board. If Albrecht makes it out of the board and Sakar makes it out of the board, but Dahlen doesn't make it out of the board, then Dahlen has to keep fighting until he makes it out of the board, which means it gets progressively harder for the people left behind to not die.
Well, I'm pretty sure Albrecht would be trying to cover the retreat.
What is the likelihood that Darwin is the one who doesn't make it off to the edge of the board?
It was just an example.
It's a hypothetical.
Also, let's see. Yes. I mean, if that's a challenge, I'm willing to take it.
Well.
Ixnay on the Allenche Albrecht.
I am a little sad he was the first one.
I believe that's going to be Albrecht's turn unless you're throwing an action point up.
No, I think I'm going to hold on to the action point for now, not seeing anyone that needs healed, so yeah, my turn's over.
Okay. That's going to take us to number 5, just over here.
Number 5.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to teleport over here.
Yep, an enemy to me enters a square adjacent to you. I'm going to use Acrobat's Escape to get out of there. So triggering enemy is going to be immobilized until the start of its next turn, and then I'm going to shift away from there.
Okay.
I'll shift to go be friends with number 2 up here.
Okay. 5 is going to
attack 7 instead.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Didn't want to be stabbed. Or ghosted, or whatever.
Ghost clawed?
I don't know. Screamed at?
Necrotized?
Yeah. Any of that,
Necrotized.
Really.
So first it's going to scream at 7 Owls Wise. And once again, feels the icy grip of death from the scream. Very, very refreshing.
Bracing.
And then is going to take a swipe at him. For an F20.
Wow, I'm dead.
Oh, dang.
Ooh,
Is that something they would have to re-up because he already had it on him, I believe?
What is?
The scream thing?
Each one of them has a scream.
Oh, okay.
So actually what happened is when the other one died, it went away.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair
so
enough.
if you look at 7 Owls Wise in the initiative order, he's got a mark that S5 has him screamed at.
So he felt better for a brief moment there.
Yeah, he felt better for a brief moment. Actually, I'm pretty sure, was he the one who killed it? Yeah, so he killed the other one, felt very good about it, and then this one runs up and makes him feel bad about himself. And he's going to take a lot of damage. So let's see. The base damage on this is going to be...
I can't do anything about that.
So glad I healed you, dude. You might not die.
So...
yeah, no kidding.
So that's 109 plus the scream damage, which is going to be 3d8. So 119 damage, all necrotic. So
all right,
you
so
can
I'll
probably
take
soak some of that
off. So I'm back down to 89 again.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, these guys don't have anything wacky that they do on a crit.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he'd be a smear on the wall.
No.
Nope. Do they not do max damage?
This part isn't maxed.
Oh, okay.
The max was taking 109 damage.
109. Good lord.
Yes.
Okay. So that's that guy. Which is going to take us to S4. Who's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. S4 is going to teleport over here. Bloop.
No.
Nice
that's not great.
And then he's going to scream at 7 Owls Wise.
I hate these guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with my decisions to run.
Yeah, over there all by yourself.
Yeah.
For now.
But she's
plan is
fast and
to-
she can hide in her own shadow.
And my plan is to deal with this guy and then come back to join your party.
He's going to take an attack on him. That'll be 47 versus AC.
Yep.
So that's going to be 68 additional. Because they all count each other's screams.
Cool.
That's going to be 104 necrotic damage.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, well, I'm dead.
You should still be
I'm dead.
standing.
Oh, I'm still standing, but here's the thing. I am now at minus 104 hit points. Right? If I did that right?
You had 89?
89.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Minus
And it hit you
104.
with
Except it's necrotic, so you resist
Yeah,
19
so
of
I'll
that.
Yeah.
add 19 on that. Okay, so I'm at 4 hit points. Okay.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
should
okay.
still
You're
be
still
standing.
Yeah.
Not terribly well.
Yeah,
But
you're certainly
standing.
not dead.
Well, that's why I was asking what that was, because an attack reduces you to 0 hit points or fewer and doesn't kill you, then my Oath of Final Strike kicks in.
So not yet.
No, but I will be.
S3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's definitely doesn't want to get in the middle of that. So he's just going to run up over here, scream at Sakar. Stephen, is there something you needed to do?
I have something called Bloodied Greatness. When an enemy bloodies you, you use one of your encounter attack powers against the triggering enemy. That power can already be expended, and if it's not, using it through this power doesn't expend it.
Yeah.
So it's up to you whether you allow me to do that or not.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, again, you guys aren't very familiar with these characters.
All right, let me see if I can get back into Roll20. So I'm going to go ahead and use Astral Blades of Death on this guy that bloodied
That
me.
is not a great idea, unfortunately.
Oh, why is that?
Because it's a ranged attack.
Oh, that's a ranged attack. Okay.
Although, is there a thing about taking opportunity actions on your own turn? No, you can't take immediate actions on your own turn. So, no, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me see if there's another radiant damage. There is Light of the Avenging Sun, which is a melee weapon. I don't have an Oath of Enmity against him. So I will just punch him really hard for a 45 versus AC.
That'll hit.
All right, he will take... that's 38 radiant damage. Oh, and the target also takes a -4 penalty to attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
Sakar gets screamed at, and then let me pull up my notes. Here we go. It's going
Does the scream target AC?
Nope.
It doesn't. It's basically he's cursing you. That's going to be a 35 versus AC.
That'd be a negative versus AC.
All right. A break in the clouds. That's going to take us to Little Sparkle.
All right. Then I am going to hilt slam this guy. So she'll just take the blunt end of her dagger and slam it right in its weird skull thing.
Okay.
And it hasn't acted yet, so I have combat advantage. So that's going to be a much better, more exciting number than it was when I didn't have combat advantage. 50 versus AC.
No, that'll hit.
Takes 44 regular dagger damage, so presumably 22 of that. And then,
that's helpful.
Yeah, right. I definitely did that just for you. And then he is stunned. Save ends.
Wow.
And I get to push him 5 squares. So
right up next to Scar.
What?
Right up next to 7 Owls Wise.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna push him like way in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you put him? I can't seem to ping. Basically, if you go to where S3 is and go 1 down and all the way to the end.
1 down. Over here?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Just get out. Go sit in a corner.
Skitapow.
Think about what you've done.
And it's stunned?
Yes, he is stunned. Save ends.
Nice.
Wow.
Now, the downside of this is that I am now granting combat advantage until the end of my next turn. Because I
to everything?
Yes, because I put myself on a back foot to do some kind of that cool power. Then I'm going to... Should I take the coward's way out or the brave way out?
Cowards!
Yeah, I'm going to move and hide.
Okay.
So I'm going to go hide again. I'm going to hide myself in the corner here. So I'll be let me make a stealth check. And I think it's -5 because I'm moving a bunch.
Yeah, if you move less or more than 2 squares, it's going to be at -5.
Yeah. 31 to become hidden.
Okay. It's going to take us to Dallin.
Woo! Rob gets a turn. Oh. So are we trying to just get out of here, or are we trying to do otherwise?
I mean, I think we can take them, but if I am not going to be the limiting factor in terms of get out of here, if everyone else can escape, I can escape. The question is, we've got like a severely injured Avenger and a slow dwarf. So I think our ability to run away is going to be kind of hampered.
Well, if everyone else runs away, I'll follow.
7 Owls goes before all but
all of them.
The one that you just cornered?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whose turn is pretty much non-existent unless they've got a ranged attack.
Move into
That's
position.
And they're also stunned.
Oh, that's true. So it's just not going.
Seven and Sakar both go before any, and Albrecht go before any of them get another turn, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not right.
Nope. You're right, because S1 is dead. So
so it'll be 7 Sakar Albrecht. So S2 is the only one that goes before anybody else at this point.
So if we're gonna get, the getting is good. This may be the best getting away if we've ever had. What about the stabbity face?
Do we want to get?
I mean, we've been told that there are like nigh into infinite of these things, so getting it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Now, we do have the chance to like that these things will communicate with their undead mistress that we're here, and that would cause future issues. So I don't know, 6 to 1, half dozen another.
Okay, well, I'm going to try some things out. I can get out of here relatively easily myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and make it a little easier for 7 to get out of here.
That makes sense.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Can we cut corners around the pillar above 7?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm going to move over to there, which is 3 spaces away from where I started. So I am all shadowy and concealed, which means I have combat advantage on 4. Yeah. Mean purple eyes there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use Shadowed Psyche. All right. So that'll be garbage. 31 versus AC. They're not AC.
That's not going to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to use one of my 3 magic rerolls there.
Yeah. I'm actually going to track that on my thing. We're going to change my action points to my rerolls. There we go. Use one of them rerolls for a 45 versus Will.
45 will hit.
Yay. All right. At the start of its next turn, the target is dominated by me until the start of its following turn. I can't cause it to take any action that will obviously harm it. Must be within line of sight of the creature at the start of its turn, or I can't dominate it.
Okay.
Which doesn't actually help as much as I was expecting it to.
Does this do any damage?
No.
Okay.
I think we could probably take these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. They hit like trucks, but I think we can CC them out.
Yeah. I'm going to use my minor action to curse him.
Okay. I like this. I like this confidence coming back into the mix.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I mean, I said I think we will, so I've sent that out to the universe. So the universe, which hates me, will say, "Oh no, we're going to stomp you into the ground, little man."
I mean, they'll probably stomp you into the ground, but the rest of your friends might beat them.
Yeah, we might live.
All right, what else there, Dalin?
That will be me.
Okay. That's going to take us to S2, who is stunned and far away. So does he get a save or something?
He does.
Okay. Let's see if he saves.
Yay!
Nope. Sweet.
All right. That's going to take us to the top of the round.
Top of the round. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to... You think you can heal me, Sakar?
I know I can heal you, Sakar.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take a second wind.
Good call.
All right, so that will give me 47 hit points. Plus, I gain +2 bonuses. Oops.
Yeah, +2 to all your defenses.
All my defenses until the start of my next turn. I don't really have any good ranged attacks. So I'm not going to move or do anything, but I will go ahead and use a minor action to do an Oath of Enmity on this purple guy, whatever one he is.
4, he is 4.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Oath of Enmity on him.
Okay.
Then I think I can do this, right? I can use an action point now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use an action point. So I'll gain a +3 bonus to attack rolls that you make during any action you gain by spending the action point.
Nice.
When you spend an action point to take an extra action, you also gain resist 10 to all damage until the end of your next turn.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Resist 20 to all damage.
There you go.
And then when you spend an action point, you take an extra action. You also gain an extra action on your next turn. The extra action you take on your next turn doesn't benefit from any ability, blah, 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 blah. So right now, I'm going to use, right next to this guy, my Strike of Perfect Clarity. This is one of my dailies.
That's right.
And because I'm doing it against my Oath of Enmity, I get to roll twice, keeping 1. And I will, this is not a great one, but if it hits, it will be good. Well, it'll be okay.
Do you have a better one that you want to use instead?
Well, but I don't have anything that's radiant, right?
Okay. I mean, you do still have that one that you used before, but it didn't do crazy damage.
Which one was that? The Light of the Avenging Sun? Oh, yeah, I do have that, don't I? Yeah, let's use the Light of the Avenging Sun.
You still have that one.
Yeah, let's use that one.
But you just have to, be like, is this going to overcome the fact that they eat half the damage?
But
or do you want to do radiant damage?
Yeah, I want to do radiant damage.
Yeah. That's a good call.
So, yeah. And and this attack +3 on that, so that'll be a 30 on that. So 44 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Okay. It'll take 37 damage, radiant damage, and it takes a -4 penalty to attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
That is going to bloody it.
Awesome. And that is where my turn will end.
Okay. That's going to take us to Sakar.
The first thing Sakar is going to do is reach out with a free hand, or in this case, a hand that has a sword that isn't going to suck your blood, and brush the back of his hand against 7 L's Wise.
Okay.
And trigger Iron Resurgence. So the target, 7 L's Wise, loses a healing surge, but can then spend 1 or 2 healing surge, and then gains temporary hit points equal to half your healing surge value.
Okay, so I get to spend a healing surge, right? Is what
you lose a surge, yes.
Right. And I'm going to
go ahead. You lose a surge that doesn't do anything. Right. It just goes away.
Right.
Right.
And then
you can spend 1 or 2 and get the points.
I will spend 2. And then
you get temporary hit points equal to half your healing surge value.
So that'd be 23 temp. Yep. All right.
And then I'm going to argue. Else? I'm going to argue whether I want to catch fire or not.
I would smash somebody.
You could see
catch fire. Catching fire seems like a really useful thing right now.
Non-physical.
Do you think that the fire damage would go past?
I don't know that the fire damage would go past, but having access to one of your better forms seems
not a bad idea.
Reasonable. And using one of your dailies each combat is about where a warden wants to be anyways.
Iron Resurgence is a minor action. So if I do not move, can I use a minor action to activate my form of Summer Fire instead of moving?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. I think we would be better. Or no, yeah, you're good. Okay. I don't want you next to the guy that I've got dominated right now anyways.
S3 is right here in my face.
So let me throw this at you, Matthew.
Sure.
Fire doesn't get around these guys' defenses. You might be better off with your other form because it actually allows you to do more damage, I believe. Like you're going to both of these forms enhance all of your damage, right?
Yeah, I guess I was thinking that they're resisting necrotic, but that's not the case.
No, they don't. Yeah, that's right. It's like so far what you've seen is that they reduce all damage by half except for radiant damage. So hitting them with necrotic damage isn't any worse than any other type of damage. In fact, you've been dealing a fair amount of necrotic damage to them, and it helps, just fine. Yeah. So Autumn Reaper is going to give you a +8 to all of your melee attacks. Form of the Summer Fire is going to give you a +3 to all your damage rolls. So again, you're kind of rolling the dice on whether fire gets around it or not.
No, I think that's a good call. I think I'll be a tree.
Okay.
I shall call upon the spirit of E.E. Cummings or whomever wrote that poem. And assume the guardian form of the Autumn Reaper. In a really, really, once again, gross moment, Sakaar sort of folds backwards at the waist until his head hits himself in the heels, and a tree grows out of his gut that turns into a Sakaar tree that is really gross and roiling and filled with yuck and like wood and blood and wood, and it's really gross, and I really enjoy the visual of it. And then, it's a thing. And then the roiling mass whips out a tendril that has a sword at the end and attacks with the form of the Autumn Reaper attack, which is an attack of the Autumn Reaper. Holy crap, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Hang
on. Which creature are you attacking?
Which one did you say you had dominated? S2? No.
The purple
I've got
one.
The purple one dominated. Unless you've got reach, the only one you can attack right now is S3.
He does have reach.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, his melee reach increases by 1 in that form.
4 is the one that I've got dominated.
S5 are both evenly undamaged, correct?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to slap the taste out of S3's mouth. Do I have any bonus? I do not. Could I get a bonus? Sure. What do I want for a bonus? Vampiric Scimitar. Going to whip out. Going to attack. 46 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Savor the Black Blood is no action.
Mm-hmm.
So once I hit the creature with a melee attack, I'm actually going to tack on another 10 damage with Savor the Black Blood, which is a really gross name, but it's more evocative than ever now that I'm actually a horrible tree creature sucking his blood and such. 45 damage.
That's a lot of damage. Let me.
And I gain 10 temporary hit points for the blood that I took away from him. Which probably don't stack with my existing temporary hit points, do they?
They would not.
Well, phooey.
But you can take the higher number.
So I'll keep the 15. Also, he is weakened. Save ends.
That's the real important part here.
Well, now they hit like a small Toyota truck. Yeah, a Subaru Brat.
Now they hit like a Tonka truck. All right, what else?
I was looking at the Form of the Autumn Reaper. Do I have anything that I can do that lights him on fire? Anything good like that? No, but he is weakened. And I have done move as a minor, and standard. That is the Sakaar turn. Okay. Also, I'm a big, gross, rubbery tree going. Blah, 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 blah. Yep.
All right.
Did you have to mark it? You did mark that guy, right? You said
he is marked. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
He will be marked from that attack, which means he can only attack me, unless he wants to be whap upside.
Mark everything around you as a free action.
I'm a marker. I marked Albrecht and I marked a pillar.
All right. It is Albrecht's turn.
Okay. Are we still wanting to get out of here?
Nah, let's just kill it all.
Okay, because I might have a way to sweep us all out of this board.
Oh.
Well, maybe. Then this becomes like a big order of operations question. Because I have this...
Well, that sounds awful.
Yes.
That's fascinating.
Well,
that sounds like what Rob wants.
I guess first of all, the question is, would Dolan be in close burst 10 of me, or does that pillar? Oh, is that a pillar? A goat cage? Whatever. Does that block that?
It's a pillar. I think you can. You have line of sight to him.
Yeah, you do.
If you go from a corner, you can get from your corner to a corner of his without going to the pillar. So
I just got to get one corner, not three.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, you just need the one.
All right, then. So I got this ability that is Close Burst 10, you and each ally in burst. Each target can shift his or her speed as a free action, ignoring difficult terrain. Each target gains combat advantage against every enemy until the end of the next turn. But I guess, would I be able to shift first, granting them free shifts, and then they get that shift that the power grants, or would that be asking too much?
That would be asking too much.
Okay. All right. I don't have a way to sweep us all out of here.
And is it any exit is the exit? Or is there a specific...
Here's the problem with any exit. If we go to different exits,
no, I know. Yeah, I know that. But I didn't want Rodrigo to say, "Oh yeah, you can all make your escape," but it's the one at the very bottom of the board.
Yes.
Nope. Any of the ones that lead out of the board is out. Just make sure that you move your bar up and down to make sure that Roll20 isn't extending anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the closest exit to you guys would be,
I think it's
this one here, presumably.
Yeah.
Although again, diagonals in 4th edition, right?
Yeah.
We do. There's what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us and 4 of them. One of them doesn't get a turn this turn.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to move around here.
Nice.
And because that's pretty much the only one that puts me in position that I want, because I can't quite get to a flanking.
So, Rob, if he kills that guy, what does your dominate do?
Nothing. If he kills that guy, my entire turn was...
Yeah, but what does your dominate do?
I really doubt I'm going to kill the guy.
Someone.
Okay.
It's highly doubtful. Again, I'm just a melee guy these days.
Okay, that's fine.
But I am going to try to juice this up as much as I can. Do you need healing there?
Me? No.
7.
I am. I'm 145. I've only got 44 more points to full, and I've got 23 temporary hit points.
All right, and I'm going to use a free action to activate my Belt of Titan Strength, giving a plus 10 power bonus to all melee damage rolls until the start of my next turn. So if I do hit him, is that going to get rid of the domination, or just if I kill him, then it's wasted?
Just if you kill him.
Yeah.
As a free action, one ally adjacent to the target can make a melee. Maybe.
Can you get to a different one? Can you go to S3 and do that?
Yeah, maybe that would be the better one.
Okay.
S3 is the one that's marked.
I could just do that. I want to move down here, but I can't quite get around enough to do a flanking without provoking attacks of opportunity.
If you provoke an opportunity attack, Sakar gets to smack it.
And also it's weekend, so...
You know what? That's a valid point. I will move on through then.
All right, sounds sexy. Let's do it.
Is it gonna swingy swing?
Yep.
All right.
I don't like that.
So that's gonna hit, but I think Sakar actually gets to go first. So
it's an interrupt.
Did someone say Warden's Fury?
Actually, let me double check if Warden's Fury is an interrupt. It is an interrupt.
Okay.
It is an immediate interrupt. Not only that, because Sakar is a super warden made of tree and fangs, I can actually use a power instead of just a melee basic. So I'm going to slap it with my warding smash.
You don't use... your Warden's Fury is itself a power. It's not a melee
the Warden's
basic.
Fury power is triggered. I can use Warding Smash in its place as an immediate interrupt.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah. Warding Smash does 5 times as much damage.
Yeah.
Oopah! Yeah. Who dat, you say? Who dat vampire tree over
rolls
there?
A hit.
And I knew it.
Low.
Yeah, that looks
But it does half damage on a miss.
Which is true, it does.
Whoop, whoop. So let's roll the damage.
Quarter damage, go.
Does he get it?
That's super sad on incorporeal creatures.
Now wait, would Sakar have gotten a bonus for being flanking with 37?
No, because that actually happens before Albrecht gets to the flank.
Gets to his position, okay.
It's a bummer, but
yeah.
What are you going to do?
It actually happens here.
Do I still have the +8?
Yeah.
Being a modern Reaper?
Yep.
All right, so half damage is 21. What?
Quarter damage.
Why quarter damage?
Because it's
There's half damage and incorporeal.
Damage. Yep.
Oh, half damage would be 21, so yeah, half. I'm gonna sad now. It's me being sad.
I mean, it's free damage.
Still sad.
Except, of course, for the damage that they're potentially going to do to Albrecht. Albrecht doesn't have any screams on him, so that's helpful.
I guess.
So that's 60, so 30 damage to Albrecht.
Ah, okay.
His bar looks too full.
This is the first hit I've taken.
Check S3's bar. His bar is too full.
Oh.
I hit him
S3
twice.
has taken 10 damage. A little bit more. No, seems right. He takes half the damage every time you hit him. So
well, let's see what we can do. So now that I'm here, I don't think I want to do a second wind. I'm not that bad.
Kill him to death.
So I will then use standard action to fire off another daily. So I really don't like these ghost guys. And try White Raven's Gambit.
Nice.
So it really comes swinging in, kind of telegraphing a strike to kind of distract him. We'll see if it lands. 39 versus AC? That's not quite enough.
That's not going to hit.
Yep. All right. Well, then on a miss, half damage. Again, sad. For each ally adjacent, so there's a +2.
You added in your flanking on that, right?
8d6, yeah. That's with the flanking.
Oh, okay.
No rerolls for you?
Not as of yet. Well, not rerolls, but... Alright, so +6, so 62.
62, and then halved and halved?
Yeah,
yep.
So 15.
Yeah, 31 to 15. And one ally adjacent to the target can make a melee basic attack against the target as a free action.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep slashing at this guy forever.
That's the
Pretty
plan.
much.
Well, at least until you kill him.
Yep.
And now I
Re-kill
do
him?
have combat advantage from the flank.
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
50 versus AC.
That'll hit. Don't forget your 8.
Don't forget my 8 damage.
Yeah, your 8 additional damage.
Ah, it's going to be awesome. 32 damage. Half of it is...
We'll slowly chip him away.
He's getting there.
Yeah, the rough thing is that now they're all going to act in succession and it's going to sting.
Then...
Except they don't quite act in succession.
Oh,
5
yeah, because one of
goes,
them is under
then
your
I
control.
go, then 3 goes.
That's pretty good.
All right. And I'm going to spend an action point. When I spend an action point to make an attack, I gain a bonus to the attack rolls for the attack equal to 2 plus the number of allies within 2 squares, so 4 bonus there. And then I'm going to activate my Mordenkainen, or not Morden, my Mordenkrad's daily power to make a melee basic attack with this weapon against all enemies with a close blast 3.
You only have 1 ally within 2 of you, right?
Yeah. 2 plus... Okay. Oh, 3, so it's a 3 bonus. Sorry. I was thinking 2 times plus... Yeah, no. So, do I still... If I make a melee basic attack against all enemies within a close blast 3, would that still give me flanking on S3 there?
Sure.
Okay. So
we'll increase that by 2.
There's a better roll. 52, 54 against the one. Okay.
That'll hit.
All right. And my basic damage, 43 against S3 and S5, and 40, well, half of that. So
yeah.
22, or, 21. And then 22 against S4? 4.
That is going to bloody S3.
Nice. Does that trigger anything, Sakar?
Well, If I hit him, it does more damage to him. I don't think it triggers anything directly because I didn't bloody him.
Fair enough. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
All right. I think that's about the best I can do.
That was pretty good.
I mean, I was burning dailies like no other, but...
Hey.
Yeah, lead it up, leader.
Seriously.
Right.
All right, let's get some glops going. S5. Does he have a scream on anyone?
Me.
Yep, on 7 owls. So he'll just attack 7 owls. See if he can get him to drop again.
Hasn't got me to drop.
No bonuses there.
No, he doesn't have the -4, but yeah, that will. I've got a +2. Yeah, so that'll hit. Wait, wait. +2 is 40. How much can you give me?
+8.
Oh no, always off by 1.
This guy rolled a 19.
Yeah,
fair enough.
All right, so let's see.
But he's marked, right? Or not?
This one is not.
S3 is marked.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be
Plus
90, 10, and you have 2 things on you, so that's going to be 68 plus 19. 103 necrotic.
All right, so I'm going to, let me do this math. So I'm going to subtract 103, then I'm going to add 19, then I'm going to add 20, and I'm at 81.
Okay.
Why are you adding 20?
Because of the action point that I took last time that resists 20 to all damage until the end of my next turn.
That doesn't stack.
Oh,
boo!
So subtract 19.
Yep.
62 then.
Still a good soak.
Yep. All right, and that's that guy. Let's see. S4 is being dominated.
He's going to attack his buddy S5.
Okay.
So question before that happens.
Does he only get one action?
Yeah, because Dominate basically treats him as dazed.
He can't scream at his friend. Well, I could, but then...
So my Oath of Enmity is on this guy. Yeah. And I have a lethal intercession says this power can be used as an opportunity attack against your Oath of Enmity.
Yeah, but he's not going to provoke an opportunity attack.
All right.
And also, we established before that this power can't do that.
Okay.
But he still gets to take a swing at S5. And he'll hit.
Nice. Stop rolling 19s.
Yeah, I don't know
well,
what
Brian,
the deal is.
3 19s in a row.
For 78 damage, which will be 39 damage.
It's a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, these things, as has been stated before, are quite truck-like. Okay, what happens to S4 now?
I think that's it for right now.
Does he need to save or?
Nope. At the start of its next turn, target is dominated by me until the start of its following turn. So it can't do anything until its next turn.
Okay. All right, well, that's going to take us to S3, who is marked and has screamed at Sakar, so let's just go that way.
Yeah.
And he's flanked, which doesn't do anything to his attack or damage, but he is weakened, so we got that going for you.
Which is nice.
39 versus AC.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, that does hit. I'm sorry. I was looking at my wrong defense. That does hit.
Should I make that not happen?
Can you make that not happen?
I can make it not happen.
Make it not happen.
So he's weakened, so he's only going to do half damage, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'll try to save it for 7, I think, at this point.
I mean, yeah.
Seems wise.
Yeah, he's weakened. That's not that big deal.
That'll be 40 damage to Sakar.
Is it typed at all?
It's necrotic.
Ah! My necrotic resistances don't stack, do they?
Nope, we just established that, right?
Yeah,
Phooey.
They don't.
It'd be 23 damage against Sakar.
Hey, it's great, man.
Yep. That eats up all my temporary hit points.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just get you new temporary hit points then.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be that guy's turn, which is going to take us to Little Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Sweet. Let's see. What's the best way to get back into this mess?
S4 is dominated, so he is provoked.
S4 is the one. Sorry, I can't see the numbers. That's the one next to
the
you.
The purple one.
Yeah, the purple one is S4.
Cool. Great. That's fantastic.
That's the easiest one to flank with.
Then I don't think he counts as flanking for me. I'm guessing, but
no.
That is fine. Neither of them are dazed or anything like funky like that.
I believe that's how dominated treats it.
Oh,
like he can't do anything.
I'm pretty sure he does grant combat advantage while dominated, but let me just.
But I'm guessing you don't want me to kill him because he's still dominated.
No, domination's
over.
That
now.
And I can probably take him out. I mean, what has he got? 40 points left? Maybe I wouldn't be able to. I mean, you can if you want, but I think S5
it does grant combat advantage.
Yeah. Let me
Either
see.
one. Take out whoever you want.
I think also the problem is that when we kill him, he's going to heal his friends.
Sure.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah, that's annoying. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15.
No, I'm
so he's dazed, so he's not going to provoke. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't move. Oh, can I move through the square? Yeah, but I don't want to really provoke from S5. I am just going to move to here, which I can do without provoking. And then I'm going to use my minor action flock tactics to make the blue one grant combat advantage to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use dazing double shot to attack both the blue one and the white one.
Nice.
So we'll lead off with the blue one because I have combat advantage against both of them because I'm flanking the other one. So perfect. But I will be attempting to use sneak attack on the blue one since he's got more hit points.
Who are you flanking?
I'm flanking the white one with Albrecht.
Not quite.
No.
Oh, well, where is Albrecht then?
Albrecht is one square to the left of where you would be flanking.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, you're showing up as right under the white one for me.
That's weird.
Oh, that's fine. I only get to use combat advantage once per round anyway, so I only really need it on one dude. So I have combat advantage on him, so I'm going to roll that.
Who are you attacking?
Blue.
Okay.
I'm going to be attacking. Actually, this attack is going to be against both blue and white, but it's just going to be one lower for white because I don't.
Do you want to attack blue and purple instead? You'd have combat advantage on both.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, right, because he's got dazing double strike. Yep.
How do you have combat advantage on blue?
I have because I just use flock tactics, which is the minor action if someone's threatening him. No, I'm good because I can only use sneak attack once per round. So I really only need combat advantage on one, and I'd rather my goal is to daze both of them, and the purple one's already dazed. So
he's not going to be dazed on his turn.
On his next turn.
Oh, okay, yeah, then I'll go with the purple one. Then works for me.
Okay. All right.
So 46 versus AC on both of those guys.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So both of them are dazed until the end of my next turn. And I'm going to do some damage. So blue is going to take 40, and purple does not take my sneak attack, so only takes 26.
All right.
And then because I'm an Artful Dodger, I get to move after doing that. I get to shift 2 squares, so I'm going to get out of melee again.
The heck you out of there.
Yep.
Bye.
Whoosh.
Good away.
Purple's so close.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
All right, that's going to take us to Dalin.
I'm going to use Dimensional Slash on it.
All right.
That is a 35 versus AC.
Oh.
That is not going to hit.
That's rough.
I'm going to use one of my daily rerolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's a
nat
nat
20
versus AC.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, that'll hit.
Critical hit.
So it's just max damage, right?
Max damage plus. I don't think you have a magic weapon, so yeah, it'll just be max damage.
So 16 plus 12 is 28 damage.
Okay. And what's the type on this?
Damage
Okay.
is the damage type.
14.
And what does this do?
Damage plus teleport myself and my target a number of squares equal to 1 plus my con mod, which is 2, so 3 squares. I must appear in a square adjacent to the target.
All right.
Is he still alive?
That is going to take him out, but I'll let you teleport.
Woo, that was the plan. I'm going to teleport here.
Okay.
I gain concealment because I moved 3 squares.
Does that change combat advantage for 7 if you're concealed?
No.
Cool.
No, it's just Shadow Walk.
Nice.
So Dolan teleports through the shadow and then doesn't entirely step out.
All right. That is going to power up the remaining.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to curse the number 5. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got to teleport it for another reason. Woo!
Because he killed a boy.
I assume number 5 is still our biggest threat.
Well, technically, our biggest threat is going to be S2 whenever he comes out of his thing. But yes, S5 right now is your biggest threat.
Yeah, I mean, he's done save end, so hopefully we've got some time.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to. I said curse him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then action point.
Okay.
You can shift if you want.
Probably
not.
Probably good.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, just stay there so I get the flank.
Yeah. Assuming he survives.
Yeah.
Which he probably will. I'm gonna use Assassin Shadow on this one.
Okay.
So.
Ooh.
Good God.
Do you want to use your other? Oh man.
Last reroll.
Yeah, screw it. Reroll again.
Oh man, that's gonna make the.
Oh man! How do you roll less than a 2 when you roll a 1? Ah man!
Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Anything on a miss?
Effect. Oh, it is an effect. Well, son of a crap.
Yeah.
I conjure a shadowy manifestation of myself. This conjuration can appear in any square adjacent to the target. This creature can be used to set up a flanking position and can make opportunity attacks, as though as I was making the attacks, but it can take no other actions. It disappears at the end of my next turn. So I'm going to put it in the space between, or above Albrecht next to me.
Above Albrecht next to you. Okay.
And my feat that lets me recover powers only lets me recover warlock powers, right?
I believe so.
Oh, Brian, you've got concealment right now.
Ooh, nice.
When I spend an action point to take an extra action, I and all adjacent allies gain concealment. And I have a +2 bonus to all of my defenses because of the hero's armor.
You can't see me.
Dolan action points do quite a bit. Oh, I still have a move action.
Do you have a move action after an action point?
I haven't spent my move action yet.
Okay.
There isn't a whole lot of reason for me to move right now, is there?
No, not really.
Not unless you want to get out of dodge.
I recommend it.
So, honestly, what I would prefer to use my move action on is face step, so as I can smack someone.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, do you have an opportunity to put the shadow somewhere else so that you can flank with it, maybe?
I mean, I could pop up next to 7 owls and flank with it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was actually the best spot for the shadow, because that means Sparkle can come down and flank on 3. And
Yep, I like where your head's at.
I figured giving Sparkle the most opportunity to flank is the best plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so you face step in it?
No. I'm put up my the sword mage thing.
Okay.
I don't have an actual
sword mage
power
warding
for it. Yes. What's that do? It's a +3 bonus to AC until the end of the encounter. I found the player's guide. So I'm concealed. I've got +2 to all my defenses from action pointing, and I've got a +3 to my AC.
Yep.
All right. And I feel pretty safe. That me.
Okay. That's going to take us to S2. Let's see if he saves. Nope.
Oh.
All right, top of the round.
All right, top of the round.
Is that round 3?
Yep. Third round of combat. I'm going to put my Oath of Enmity on the blue guy, S5. I'm going to hit him with my ghostly chains. I'm just going to whip my hands in the air like I'm swinging a chain around and then throw it at him. Pow!
Okay. That's a melee attack?
That is a melee attack. So I guess I'm whipping it at him. I'm whipping it good. Ghostly chains 44 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Okay. Target is slowed. Save ends. Oh, I'm sorry. If 2 or more of your allies are adjacent to the target, so I'm going to count Ghost, Shadow Dahlin, and regular Dahlin.
Yeah.
Okay. It's immobilized instead of slowed.
Oh, well, there you go. Still immobilized.
47 damage. So whatever, 23 damage.
Okay, and that's untyped damage?
That is untyped damage. I mean, it's, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Nice.
I guess.
Sakar.
Take this sucker out.
So when a power says you pull each target, do you have to pull them?
No. But if you don't, then you presumably don't get... Like, if you don't pull them adjacent to you, presumably they don't get hit.
So if I were in a place where I was adjacent to 2 creatures, and I attempted to use my Warden's Lure, which says pull the target to a square adjacent to you, then make the following attack, would I be able to make the following attack?
Yeah, you'd still would, because they wouldn't move, but presumably they're still under the effect of the power.
They're still under the effect, so Sakar go here.
Yep, you can still use it there.
Sakar go Warden's Lure.
Yep.
Okay. On both of these creeps. Am I flanking either of these creeps if I move there? No.
No.
But
you could stay where you are and pull the other one over.
But then nobody would be flanking him.
Then you'd be flanking with Albrecht. But, then you might throw off someone else's positioning. So it just depends.
That's what I'm thinking.
But you're going to be mad if you miss by 2.
I am. I'm going to be super horked. I'm going to trust my dice.
Okay.
I'm going to trust my dice. I'm going to move there. We go attack.
There you go.
44 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Yeah! For swinging fribbledy bibbled. All right, so because I am a tree full of blood and skulls and worms, I'm going to activate my Tainted Predator.
Okay.
Which means that my melee attacks deal additional ongoing damage when I'm meleeing the attack. Now the question is, did I have to do that before I made the attack?
It's a minor action, so yes, but I'll let you do it.
Okay. So, minor action, Tainted Predator, then I make the attack, I hit the goobers. The damage on the goobers goes a little something like this. Was my additional damage to the end of my turn or to the end of the encounter?
It's as long as you have that form up.
So it is.
Yeah, till the end of the encounter, unless you change forms or someone knocks you out, I believe. You drop your form if you get knocked out.
Right. So, better than nothing. 29 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. And ongoing 5?
Ongoing 5, yes. Necrotic and poison.
I
save
think
ends.
Might want to re-roll it. You did a D28.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yep. I did. I will re-roll. Please stand by. What the hell is a D28?
It's a 28-sided die.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that only really exists in
you
digital
rolled
form.
You rolled amazingly low on a D28.
Yeah, you did.
I rolled a little higher on a D8. So
right.
actually 33 or 16 once they half the damage because they're jerks.
Yep.
Ongoing 5 necrotic and poison save ends. And either of them looking dead.
Man, that
they're getting
S5
there.
is real close.
Well, they're already super dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. The other guy died before his ongoing damage got to do anything.
Yep.
Which makes me sad.
What else?
Mark? Was that a move? Yes, Mark both, please. Was that a move when I went into that position, or was that just a...
I'd hope so.
Was it a full move action, is what I'm saying?
Yes. You spend a move action to move 5 squares and not get killed. You moved, you attacked, and you used the minor action to bump up the damage. Do you have any actions left?
Not unless I spend an action point, which seems like it may not be the wisest maneuver at this point in time. So I'm going to say...
You can finish one off before it goes, potentially.
Yeah, I honestly like that. The action point to healing surge ratio is probably pretty good. Like, just stab blue and kill it.
Action point!
Smash cut to Rodrigo, wicked grin.
I was going to say, that's going to make our escape from this haunted necropolis.
Yeah. Our skill challenge is going to be rough.
Yep.
But...
It's going to be terrible. All right. When I spend an action point, I can charge as a free action.
Your creditor called and said, no, please don't.
Gonna hit him in the face.
Attacking the blue one?
Going to attack the one who is closer to dying.
The blue one.
Okay. Is it the one to my left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the orange one. Gonna attack him with my face. Sorry, and this is just a melee or a basic melee attack, or can
whatever it's whatever you want. You get a
whatever I want.
Extra standard action.
Full extra. Ooh. Sacrificial strike.
Okay.
Aha! In the face. 44 versus AC on the one to my left.
Okay.
That guy.
That'll hit.
Okay. Keyboard. 44 damage, half that for 22.
All right. That'll kill it.
Killed. So yeah, until the end of my next turn, when any enemy hits me, an ally within 3 squares of me gains 10 temporary hit points.
All right. So it's to Albrecht.
All right. I'm just going to shift on over here. Anyone else can shift closer to me 1 square if they want.
I want.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my encounter power, Rabbit and Wolves, to swing, largely with the 4 weapon damage. And try to hit this guy. I wasn't focused. Ooh,
Nat 20.
All right.
Woohoo!
So 48 plus 15.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 69 total so far.
Well, that'd be 69 damage.
Okay. Is there crit dice?
No crit dice on my morning grad.
Okay. All right, let's divide that by 2 for 34.
Oh, man.
That'll kill it.
Nice.
Good job, Brian. Good job, Albrecht.
Does anyone want to shift their speed as a free action?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's just run now.
Wait, we still got that one guy.
Like, let's just leave S2 in that corner and hope that he can't catch up with us, because he probably can't.
All right.
It would all of us could just surround him and beat the crap out of him in like 1 turn.
Oh, no.
Sure, or we could just leave.
Yeah, I think we could just leave. And I don't think I can choose myself.
But he's the one that has all the rupees.
Allies. Yep.
Yeah, right.
So, who needs the movement the most? 7?
Where are we going? I've got a speed of 8.
Why don't we just exit to the right? That seems to be what's the closest exit to us.
All right.
Okay.
I can get out in 8. So.
Dolan, I think, is the farthest west, so I'll give it to Dolan and Sakar.
Okay.
You both can shift your speed.
We're shifting our speed.
Speed shift.
I mean, you can give it to everybody, right?
Nope. One or two allies.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I could if I still had a move, but I used my move to shift over.
Whoop. Yeah, that's fine.
And I only got a minor action left, so I'm going to use that to heal 7.
Okay.
So it's like, fuck up, man, we're about out of here.
Okay.
And do 5d6 healing surge plus 5d6 healing. Actually, maybe I should have done that before I gave those guys the move, because I also get +2 for each ally within 2. I think, yeah, 7's not in it, so just 6.
I mean, I can stay if you want. I can just move to here.
Healing surge plus 30 there, 7. No, you go as far as you can.
Now, do I spin the healing surge, right? Or not?
Yeah, you spend a healing surge.
Right. Oh my gosh, I'm down to 6 healing surges.
So am I running towards the door?
Yeah.
We're all running towards the door.
Oh, 2 less than that, because the
That's
car would
fine.
also have been out of there.
That's fine.
I'll just have to double time it out of here.
I was gonna say, yeah. Albrecht's the one who needs the most speed boost to get out of here.
I mean, I'll hold my turn if it means,
No.
so you can get out.
Yeah, I mean, he's still stunned on his action, so he's not going to be moving until even if he makes it save, he's not going to be moving for a while.
Yeah, I'm just willing to say you guys can get out of there.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Because he's not going to go, and you guys definitely have more than enough movement to get out of here.
Yeah, because we're not going to take our standard actions. We're going to just convert those into moves.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I can get out in 2 moves, so my next
disappointed we had to
round.
run from that, but well.
It's strategic.
I mean,
Strategery.
sure.
I honestly don't want to see how. Well, I guess he just gets temporary hit points. He doesn't get like a damage boost every time another one of his friends die. That'd be scary.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, we could have taken him, but like, it might have cost us like more healing surges, and why pay the cost?
Or daily powers.
Yeah, exactly.
All that XP.
Please, that's
All
how
that
how
XP.
Rodrigo works.
It might be now.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you, everyone, for checking us out this week. If you have any questions, podcast@majorspoilers.com. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2019 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.